Well, hello there. Welcome back to another session of virtual field trips, travels, and destinations. My name is Beth Gaff, and I am the systems manager, technology trainer, and robotics instructor here at the Peabody Public Library. Can you see where we are? If you're not familiar with what's behind me, we are at Buckingham Palace. No, not really. We're not really at Buckingham Palace, but we're going to take a tour today of Buckingham Palace. I'm so excited about today's field trip. I can't wait to get started. Remember that all virtual field trips come with curriculums, lesson plans, and activities to follow. So make sure that you're looking those up for our school-age kids, homeschooled families, and so forth. So without further ado, let's take a journey. Let's look at Buckingham Palace.
Hey guys, welcome back to Luxury King. Today we'll provide you a look inside the $5 billion.
Well, hello there. Welcome back to another session of virtual field trips, travels, and destinations. As mentioned, my name is Beth Gaff, and I am the systems manager, technology trainer, and robotics instructor here at the Peabody Public Library. Wow, this is going to be a really exciting virtual field trip. If you saw that video, I just wanted us to kind of break this down a little bit. And I'm actually on Buckingham Palace's website. So what I did was I just typed in Buckingham Palace virtual field trip, and I got a lot of hits in regards to that. So we're going to take a look at these, the throne room, the grand staircase, and the white drawing room today. But I would encourage you to go around and take a look at the entire site and get some of the information about the king, the Queen Elizabeth II, more about the art and history and the news that are in regard to this. So let's just take a look. And right now we're starting with the throne room. So these are the chairs of the estate. These two throne chairs are made from carved and gilded beechwood, and their style is characteristics of English chairs from the late 17th century. This talks about the upholstery, when it was made, how it was crowned, when the queen was crowned at the beginning, and you can always find out more. Coming over to the side, this is a full-length portrait of the queen. Let's see if we can. Okay, there's no zooming. That's fine. Actually, maybe I can zoom in here. There we go. So there's a full-length portrait of the queen. There's those throne chairs. This is the Queen Victoria's throne from 1837, and there's more information about that as well. Let's see what else there is in this room that we can take a look at. We can see these doors. This is the oath clock, and it tells you a little bit about that, where it came from, why it's there, and how long it's been there. And of course, you can find out more by clicking on that. So this was the throne room. Let's take a look at the grand staircase. So this is made of bronze, and it tells you it's was built in 1828 through 1829. It tells you the cost in pounds. And there is your staircase going all the way up. So let's start on this side. These are portraits that were hung on the walls around the staircase. Full-length portraits of members in the immediate family. Let's see if we can take a better look at those. So those are portraits of the immediate family. And I would imagine that's what a lot of these are up here as well. Perseus and Medusa, these are the statues that shows Greek heroes. Bronzed from 1545. This is Perseus with the head of Medusa, as well as a decorative scheme that was put up there in 1901. More portraits of the family. That would take us back to the throne room. Let me get us down. Let's take a look at the white drawing room. Portraits of Queen Alexandra hanging above the fireplace, and you can find out more about that. We can zoom in and see that portrait. This looks like the picture that my intro was taken in. See if we can find any more info dots, and here's one. Sappho is the marble sculpture. It's a marble sculpture. That's just beautiful. And let's see, do we have any others? Yes. This is just talking about the furniture and the gold plated and the white. This is a roll top desk from 1775. I'll tell you, they just don't make things like they used to. For that to still be in such elegant, pristine condition just makes me crazy. So more about the white drawing room. It is among the most beautiful of the palace's staterooms. The white drawing board room is a symphony of white and gold. It's dominated by one of the palace's famous crystal chandeliers, once described as frozen waterfalls of light. It's here that guests are presented to the Queen during the many receptions held throughout the year. Going back to the staircase room, we can get a little bit more information about that as well. Each year, thousands of visitors make their way to the grand staircase in the staterooms when attending a reception or investiture. Compared with similar aristocratic London townhouses built at the same time, the staircase at Buckingham Palace is in a nobly smaller space. To compensate, John Nash placed more emphasis on the vertical dimensions, with bright daylight falling down from above through a shallow dome of glass. The journey up from the comparative darkness of the Grand Hall creates a sense of excitement and expectations. Back to the throne room. Let's see if we can get... Throne room is one of the most dramatic rooms at Buckingham Palace. The architect John Nash designed every element to draw the eye through the theatrical arch to the throne dais, set under a high canopy. During the 1840s, with its chandeliers lit by over 200 candles, the room was the central setting for Queen Victoria's spectacular costume balls. Later, the reign of George King V, the throne room was used for investitures. It has been the location for official wedding photographs, including the marriage of TRH, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, on April 29th of 2011. Again, this is the throne room. Now, I did notice something here we may have missed. Let me see, we may not have. Yes, that was the clock. This is the clock that they're referring to. So I do have other ones up. They have the royal residences of Buckingham. It talks about today. Let's take a look at this. So this would be your royals. Queen Elizabeth, everybody coming in to take a look at Buckingham Palace. Look at all those people. The palace is just absolutely beautiful. So,
decided to take it easy.
Right. Get out of that. They have the royal family. You can follow them on Instagram, Twitter, it looks like. Here's more pictures. History of the palace itself. Perfect. Let's go back. Take a look at Windsor Castle. Beautiful. Grand Reception Hall. Let's see what this is. So this is inside Windsor Castle. Absolutely gorgeous. This is actually during one of their royal family funerals. More about the Queen, the history. Let's take a look at the Windsor Castle banquet room. The roof, it talks about the roof and the foundation. Apparently there was a fire in 1992. Everything was completely destroyed, but it looks like they were able to restore it pretty well. This is the St. George's Hall, and this gives you all of the dimensions and information about it. This is the Waterloo Chamber. This tells you about the Charles, George the Fourth, or actually I think that's, yeah, the Fourth. The Duke of Wellington, it gives you information about the Duke of Wellington. The carpet. During the 1992 fire, it took 50 soldiers to roll it up and carry it to safety. Wow. Zoom out and see how much of this we can see. So it goes all the way around, that carpet does. That's pretty cool. And we saw the Duke of Wellington. All right, let's take a look at the Crimson Drawing Room. They have state portraits. Marble chimney piece mounted with bronze figures. That's what all of this is. So it's all done in bronze. The sofas from 1828. Beautiful. More state portraits. And let's go back in here. Candelabra. That is huge candelabra. Beautiful. Pineapples. And it tells you more information about that. Look at that ceiling. Just breathtaking. Okay, let's see. During the Second World War, this gives you more information about that. So looking through the website, it looks like we've got the king, and you could get more information about the king, the queen, coronation, tells you more about that. So this is a very, very valuable website that I would highly recommend that you take a look at. Here is the Royal Collection. And it tells you, here's the website that takes us there. So it's going to tell you about all of the different art that is in there. All the featured art, exhibitions and exhibits that have been there. So that's under the Royal Collection. And then they have, I'm trying to get to news. There we go. And this tells you about a little bit more about the most current information that's going on with Buckingham Palace, Windsor Castle, and so forth. So, all right. Well, I want to thank you for being a part of our virtual field trip today. Hopefully you got some highlights and activities. I would encourage you to explore this website a little bit more. You can also come in here and see what other kind of information you can find in regards to Buckingham Palace. They have a lot of videos that you can see on YouTube just by clicking on a specific kind of okay, it is an HD.
Hello, you're at Buckingham Palace, which is the official residence
So
of Her
here's
Majesty
another
the
video that you'd be able to use. So, all right. Well, thank you so much for being a part of our field trip this month. I can't wait to get started on our next one. So until then, I'll see you in the next field trip.